For the first question, Marcia works from 8:20 to 11:15. Okay, so simply take 11:15 minus by 8:20, then you will get the results of 2 hours and 55 minutes. Okay, so I change the 15 into 75 and extract 1 hour from 11. Question 2, pretty straightforward. All you need to do is just multiply the 7 into x and negative 8. Whereby for question 3, okay, this is a sequence, okay, and also the difference is actually negative 4, negative 6, negative 8, negative 10, and negative 12. Okay, which means for you to get to sequence A, you are required to add 2 into it instead. Okay, because from A to 13 is actually minus 2 difference. Whereby for B, it will be 15 minus 12, then you get 27. For A, the answer will actually be 7 because all you need to do is take 70 divided by 10. Okay, whereby for part B, first you need to find x value, then multiply it by 12. So the end results will actually be 36. For number 5, 2 prime numbers in the list above. Okay, so the 2 prime numbers will actually be 41 and 17. Then find their difference, then you will get 24. Whereby for question 6, pretty straightforward. Okay, all you need to do is change their denominator into the same, then minus them off. For question 7, so for this type of question, I usually draw out the bearings so that you can have a better understanding on the question. So from the information given, the bearing of A from B is 140. Okay, so the alternate angle, then 140 plus 180 will be resulting in 320. Whereby for question 8, part A, okay, all you need to do is to find the one with the most power. Okay, so it's actually 10 to the power of 6. Okay, so A will be the results. Whereby for the smallest one, all you need to do is find the 10 with the most negative power, which is 10 to the power of negative 3. Question 9, pretty straightforward. All you need to do is just refer to how I draw it. Whereby for question 10, for the first part, I extracted y from xy plus 2y, and I extracted 3 from 3x plus 6. So now that you can see they have a common factor of x plus 2, so I rearrange them into y plus 3 bracket x plus 2. Question 11, okay, all you need to do is to take the side of the smaller triangle 3 over square root 5 because it is using the area, okay, equals to 12 over square root unknown. Okay, so the square root unknown here will actually be 12 times square root 5 over 3. Then you square the results, then you get the area as 80. As for question 12, keeping upper bound. Okay, so for you to get the time, it's actually kilometer over speed. So for you to get the upper bound of the time taken, for the distance you are required to find its upper bound, whereby for the speed you are required to find its lower bound. So 31 plus 1 over 2, okay, whereby for 5 you are required to minus 1 over 2 as well. The reason why you're using 1 divided by 2 is because the question given that nearest whole number. Question 13, frequency density. So you are required to remember that the frequency density formula equals to frequency over class width. So you take the frequency density given multiplied by the class width, then you will find the respective frequency, which in our case it is 15 and 22 respectively. Whereby for question 14, okay, first thing first, okay, you're required to find the unknown, which is the height of this cuboid, as the volume has already been given. So after you run the calculation, you get x is actually equivalent to 3. Okay, then you find their surface area. So there's a top and bottom part that goes by 2 times 7 times 1, and the middle part 2 times 7 times 3, whereby for the left and right 2 times 1 times 3, so their total will actually add up to 62 cm squared. So find the volume of a cylinder with a radius of 5 cm and a height of 8 cm. Okay, and the last thing here is the unit of the answer. So pi times 5 squared times 8 is actually 200 pi. So after we rearrange it, then you get 628.32 cm cubed. For the next one, AB is a chord, so AM is the midpoint of it, so 6 and 6 for each side. And it is given that OM distance is 4.5. So with that being said, you can use Pythagoras theorem to find OA, okay, which is the radius of the circle. So the results will actually be 7.5. For the next question, question 17. Find the total distance. Okay, so what I did was I used triangle and rectangle. So for the triangle part, it's actually 6 times v times half plus 2v for the rectangle part equals to 150. So after you run the calculation, you get v equals to 30. So for question 18 part A, so this one is directly proportional. So the formulas goes by y equals to kx. However, in our case, it is changed into d equals to k t squared. So after you substituting the value in, you will find the k's value as 4.9. Okay. So the formulas will goes by d equals to 4.9 t squared. So calculate the distance the balls fall in 2 seconds. So 4.9 times 2 squared, then you will get 19.6. Question 19. Okay, the first line that I have identified will actually be y more than 2. The reason I use more than is because it is a dotted line. Whereby for you to find the equation of the other line, you're actually using y equals to mx plus c. Okay, so c has already been given, which is 3. Then you substitute the point that I chosen, 1, 2, into the x and y's position. Then you will get the gradient as -1. So the entire formulas will goes by y equals to -x plus 3. And for the inequalities, it is y more than equals to -x plus 3 as the final answer. Question 20, pretty straightforward. So part A, the answer is C, and I've already shown the working. As for B, all you need to do is to take 0 times 8 minus 1 times 9. So the result will actually be -9. Whereby explain matrix A has no inverse. Okay, it is because the determinant of it is 0. Okay. For question 21, part A, all you need to do is to draw out on the graph. Then you can identify that the value of this house at 2016 is 140,000. Okay, then for part B, simply plot out the point. And for C is actually drawing out the line of best fit. So for line of best fit, you are trying to connect as many points as possible and then form a line. So your answer maybe varies from mine. Okay, it's alright. So estimate the house value in 2016 when it is valued at 50,000 in 1996. So from mine, after I drew it out, I identified that it is actually equivalent to 96,000. Question 22. Okay, for you to find CD, okay, all you need to do is to take CO plus OD. Okay, so in our case, I added a negative into CO because the direction and the information given is different. Okay, so after you run the calculation, you get CD as 6A minus 2B. Okay, as for part B, the information given that DE is actually equivalent to A minus 2B. So for you to find position vector E, all you need to do is take OD plus DE. So after you run the calculation, you get the answer as 5A minus B. Question 23 part A. So add them all up. Okay, then you will get the results as 23. Okay, so after you run the calculation, x is equivalent to 5. Okay. Whereby for you to find the probability that this element is belonging to everything other than A union B, okay, first you need to find the total, which is 23 plus 7, okay, so 7 over 30 is the final results. Question 24 part A. Find the probability that Paula picked a blue pen. So 2 over 3 times unknown equals to 8 over 15. So after you run the calculation, you will get that Paula picks a blue pen is 4 over 5. So for 24 part B, first you look back to the question. Okay, Raphael pick a blue pen is 2 over 3, whereby for green it will be 1 over 3. So with the answer we have gotten in part A, then we can identify that Paula pick a green pen is 1 minus 4 over 5, which is 1 over 5. So just take these two variables, 1 over 3 times 1 over 5 equals to 1 over 15. Question 25 part A. Okay, first you need to find the gradient of the line PQ, which in our case is 5 over 2. Then for you to find the gradient of the perpendicular line, all you need to do is take 5 over 2 times the gradient of the new equation equals to -1. So after you run the calculation, you will get that the gradient of the new line is actually -2 over 5. So y equals to -2 over 5x plus c. So substitute the point in, okay, as they passes through 5, 1. Then you get c's results as 3. So the formulas will goes by y equals to -2 over 5x plus 3. For the last one, which is part B, n is a point on PQ such that Pn equals to 2nq. So for the ratio of Pn will actually be 2 over 3 and nq is 1 over 3. So for you to find coordinate n, okay, for x part is actually 2 over 3 of the difference 22 minus 16 plus 16 because it is at the right hand side of the coordinate. So x results will actually be 20. So repeat the same thing for y, 2 over 3 times 24 minus 9, then plus 9. So the results will actually be 19. So the final answer will be 20, 19. So thank you for watching. I hope you find this video helpful. Okay, if you happen to have friends that struggling to solve all this past year paper, feel free to share this video to them. So I wish you all the best in your exam preparation, and thank you.